Ladies and gentlemen, we're live at the Rec Room. It's the DG Special. Tonight we've got Sara Hennessey. Pedro's with us tonight. We got magic from the Sentimentalists. Brum's here. Musical guest tonight is Bunny. The Sufferettes. Videos tonight are by Dan Tahmizian. That's me, Josh Fizzleman on the ones and twos. It's DJ Wexel. And this is your host, Dan Galea.
That's me. That was me. I went into space in a chicken costume. How you guys doing tonight? Okay, that was okay, but seriously, I can't hear you. How are you doing tonight? Okay, you need to be that loud because this place is huge and it sucks up all of the laughs. So you guys gotta be super loud so we know that everyone's happy and everyone's liking us, okay? So I just wanted to get you guys to know me a little bit. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. This is something that happened to me when I was a kid. It's not a joke. This really happened, and it affected me, and I thought it was great. So I'm going to share it with you guys. I was hanging out with my buddy at his place once, and we were playing with toys, and we were like 7 years old. And his mom, at the bottom of the stairs, yelled, "Mark, Sangeeta is here." This is a friend of his, Sangeeta, this girl. And then he responded with, "Mom, I don't like her. She smells like ribbons." What? That's the best thing I ever heard, and it was when I was 7 years old. She smells like ribbons. Just for 2 seconds, what the fuck does a ribbon smell like? And that, she smells so much like ribbons that he doesn't want to hang out with her anymore. That's insanity. That is crazy. Speaking of crazy, I was watching Wheel of Fortune the other day, and I actually just realized the other day, I PVR Wheel of Fortune. I'm 90 years old. It's on every day. I need more, apparently, and I can't miss them. But somebody won a vacation to Whalers Cove. That doesn't sound like a very peaceful vacation to me. You wake up and you look out your window and it's just like, ah! Just like people killing whales. Whalers Cove, the most violent place in the world. You know, it's like, let's go to Murderer's Bay for our vacation. I hear it's really nice over in Murderer's Bay. I also read an article recently that said Toronto is the most expensive place to live. Now, this was total clickbait, and I did no sourcing, and I don't know if it's true, but it does seem like it's true. I'm barely getting by. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys getting by? No? Okay, that's a no. That's a sad no. It's like everyone just said no at the same time. But I kind of think it's true because my friend just told me that she's thought of a new way to make some money, and she's been doing this lately. She said that she started selling her pee on Craigslist, which is like, I don't know, at first I was like, that's horrible, but then I was like, if it's making you money and you're paying rent, sell all of your pee, right? It's just going down the toilet. Then I met with her, and she was like, yeah, man, I was supposed to sell some pee today, but then things got weird. What? How did things get weird? It got weird when someone wanted to buy your pee. I don't understand how, like, yeah, man, we were gonna meet. I was supposed to sell my pee, and then he just started creeping me out. The guy started creeping me out. I went and bought some crack off this guy, and then I was like, wait, you're sketchy. I'm not gonna buy crack off you. But this is the thing is, it did get weird. She told me what happened, and believe it or not, things got weirder than just a guy buying pee off her. He asked her if he could be in the house while she peed. And she was like, I didn't respond to the email, and I guess he got nervous, and then quickly sent another email that said, can I actually be in the washroom with you? I want to make sure it's fresh. It's for homeopathic purposes. And then she didn't respond to that email, and I guess he thought he was losing her. So he was like, honestly, you can just pee in my mouth. Things did get weirder, guys. They actually got weirder. I'm not going to spend too much time off the top here because we got an amazing show for you. It's going to be super fun. We got magic. We got music. We got comedy. Honestly, I was talking to my best friend the other day, and he told me to stop calling him his best friend, so I'm trying my best. I'd do anything for that guy. He's my best friend. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my best friend, Josh Finkelman. Come on up here. That was weird. We didn't rehearse that. I would have opted out of that hug.
I improv'd it. I'm an improver.
All right, so Josh reads the news a lot, so me and Josh like to just kind of talk about what's going on in the news. What is happening in the news?
Do you remember David Copperfield?
Yeah.
Does anybody else remember David Copperfield?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Apparently he was just accused of sexual assault. Either that or things are not what they seem. And it's his worst trick ever. But seriously, how could this guy be a creep? To be honest with you, any situation you put this guy in, he seems like a creep. Hey, David, want to go to McDonald's? Oh, shit. What's David thinking? Hey, David Copperfield, I was wondering if you wanted to come to my sister's bird. Never mind. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know. He doesn't look like he has a face that can be trusted. That's all I'm saying. What else is there in the news, Josh?
Is everyone familiar with Ireland?
Ireland's a place.
It's around. They don't have they're not, you can drink alcohol there on Good Friday, so.
Right, Ireland had a Good Friday alcohol ban up until recently, and when pressed on it, they said the reason they lifted the ban is because it was creating a lot of bad Fridays, which is the opposite of what they were trying to do on Good Friday there.
Did seem to defeat the purpose.
Yeah, what else? What else do we got?
Vince McMahon's bringing back the XFL.
Oh, right. The XFL's coming back, guys. Do you guys remember the XFL?
Yeah.
The 4 people that watched it in the room, guys. Yeah, well, Vince McMahon's just going by that old saying, if something failed miserably 17 years ago, try it again. He hate me. That was a guy's jersey in the XFL. Most popular thing that happened in the XFL. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't mind. What else is in the news?
It's going to be a train wreck. Okay, who watches porn?
Anybody watch porn?
Any porn watchers?
Any pornography fans?
No one watches porn. Okay, cool. Just me. Stormy Daniels. Are you familiar with Stormy Daniels?
Yep.
Wait. Someone knows her. Okay, there we go.
Very much so.
One person watches porn in this room. That's great.
Yeah, apparently Stormy Daniels is touring strip clubs with this Make America Horny Again tour. I don't know about names for tours, but if America needs to be anything, for sure it's not more horny. So many people are being assaulted already and charged. We need less horniness in the States. Stormy Daniels is reckless. Reckless, Josh.
Do you think they're Maha hats? Anyways, they're purple. My favorite news thing of this week, personally, was the secret society text from the FBI. Did you see this?
No, what was it?
So basically what happened is there are 2 FBI agents who know each other and are texting back and forth, and there was a text that said, maybe it should just be the first meeting of the secret society.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you can't take text literally, and you definitely can't judge people based on texts. Here's an example. This is an actual text conversation I had with my girlfriend, okay? You want to be my girlfriend?
I'm ready. I can do it.
Okay. How's it going, baby?
Not bad. How you doing, babe? Did you have a little nap?
Not really.
Are you still feeling crappy?
A little better.
That's good.
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Okay. You?
Pretty decent. And you?
Crispy.
Crispy? Oh no.
You?
Soggy.
Soggy? Oh no.
You?
What are you up to tonight?
Not much. What about you?
Not much. What about you? Now, if
See.
someone read those text messages, if they took them literally, they'd be like, oh my God, Dan and his girlfriend are caught in some sort of a time loop where they're experiencing the same few seconds over and over again. But it's not the facts. It's not true.
I feel like it might be a little true.
That's just how we talk. We never get past the how are you. And it's working brilliantly, I have to say.
I think you guys are really like cute, and you just like really like want each other to be great. And it's just it's beautiful.
Right.
I think
you're right.
You know?
So that's what's going on in the news. And honestly, like, not much has been happening to me personally. So I feel like I'm really watching the news a lot. So I also wanted to bring someone on the show that something did happen to him personally, and I think he wants to share it with us. And it's an incredible story. I'm going to bring him out right now. Give it up for Mr. Helder Brum. That's Helder.
Hey, Elder.
So this is Helder Brum.
Hi, everyone. Oh, good. Yeah, all right. That went well.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So you're doing a show.
Yes, I'm doing a one-man show that starts tomorrow night. It's this weekend and next weekend at the John Candy Box Theater.
That's inside of Wayne Gretzky's restaurant upstairs.
Yeah, just around the corner. It's a really good show, and so I've just been rehearsing it. And
what's it called?
It's called Born with a Tail.
So it's called Born with a Tail, and there's a good reason for that name, right?
Yeah, I'm part lizard.
Part lizard.
No, I'm just joking. No, it's just a play on words. But basically, the show is an amalgamation of 5 of the most embarrassing stories from my life that I just come out clean and share them with everyone. And it's been really therapeutic to run this show. Like this one story I know you know about. Okay, first I have to preface a little bit for you guys. So my family, right? They're from this tiny little island in the Azores, this little island in the middle Atlantic Ocean, this Portuguese island, and it's beautiful, right? It's like paradise there. And every summer they do this summer-long festival, and every village has a week-long festival. And in those festivals, you can do all kinds of cool stuff, right? You can see like folklore dancing or traditional singing, or like go to like a creepy religious procession, but the main event of the week, this is the thing that everybody goes crazy for, is that they run bulls on the street. Right? Pretty normal, right? They just run bulls on the street. Like a guy during his village festival will just tell his boss he has to leave work early because he has to go run with bulls. And then his boss will be like, yeah, man, I know, I have to go too. And it's just like, it's a weird normal, and I know it's weird, right? I know you're thinking like, that's weird. That is like a crazy old barbaric thing. And it is. It's like, it shouldn't be done anymore. But if you're just brought up with that in your life, right? If that's just part of your culture, if everyone around you is telling you that that's normal, then that's normal, right? That's your normal, right? And when I was like 7, I went there for the first time to Portugal, and my mom was like, oh, I just want you to know that Portugal is going to be very different from what you're used to, right? And I was like, Mom, I'm 7 years old. I'm very accepting. I don't think you have to worry about this. And then we get there, and a cousin of mine's like, okay, we're going to a festival, put on your nicest clothes, and we get dressed, and we drive across the island, and then my family finds this safe wall, this high wall to put me on, and they put me on this wall, and then I watch a guy get gored by a bull and break his leg in the middle of the street. But then a moment later, my aunt bought me an ice cream, so things evened out really quick,
Ice cream makes everything better.
Everything became real normal. So every year I would go back on vacation, and like my summers were just watching people run with bulls, that was just what I did. And then at 13, I was old enough to finally run on the streets with bulls. And that was like a big deal for me, like that was a real coming of age story. So I would start running with bulls, and at first I wouldn't even get very close, right? I wouldn't get close to a bull. I'd be like 150 meters away with 1,000 people between us. But as the years would go by, I would get closer and closer and braver and braver. And then in 1999, when Smirnoff Ice was introduced to the European market, I touched my very first bull. That was a bit of a milestone.
Fucking Smirnoff Ice.
So fast forward a bunch of years later, in 2003, I'm hanging out here in Toronto, and a friend of mine comes up to me and goes, Hey, you know that thing your people do back on the island with the bulls? He's like, they're doing the same thing up in Orangeville. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, they're doing the same thing they do with running with the bulls, but they're doing it in Orangeville. I was like, Orangeville? Same thing? Like, there's no way it's the same thing, right? Because back home, it's not in like some sequestered area of the village. It's in the town square. Like, it happens on your street. People have wooden barricades that have been specifically built that they use year after year to protect their homes. You know, it's crazy. And there's like, you know, these colorful family blankets hanging outside, these quilts are hanging outside the top balconies, and then there's, you know, the guys walking around with these wicker baskets full of snacks, you know, selling it to kids, and then they're selling beer out of these makeshift bars out of the back of pickup trucks. I mean, it's beautiful, right? It's unbelievable. But here, we show up to this place in Orangeville, and it's just some little fenced-in field, right? It's just like this little fenced-in field with haystacks. This is nothing like back home. Right? Like,
now, plus you get these like super confused Orangeville bulls.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah,
what?
Oh, I'm going to get to that part too. So we get there, and like immediately I'm not liking this, right? It's very small, it's caged in, and when you're running on the streets, there's like techniques you can do to get away, right? You can like find a wall to jump, or make sure there's a street you can go up, or just keep thousands of people between you and the bull, right? That's a good technique I like to use. Just keep 1,000 people, you know? When it gets to 900, I'm like, okay, I'll start going. But this little caged-in area, this felt like someone had UFC'd my tradition. You know, this felt like someone wanted blood. And I wish, you know, I do not miss being a man in my 20s where testosterone fueled every bad decision. Because when my girlfriend asked me, are you sure you want to go in? And what I really wanted to answer was, no, I don't. There's a bull in there. I don't want to do this. But I had to be cool and brave, and I was like, yeah, of course. That's no problem. I'm not scared. I'll go in. I'll go in twice. I don't give a shit. So I go in, and the way these things usually run is they run 4 bulls, right? One at a time. And the first one comes out, and immediately I'm like, what Dan was saying, these Newmarket bulls, I'm looking at this thing, and I'm going, this isn't the same thing that I'm used to, right? This bull, like, it's not doing anything, right? Like, the bulls back home are like, I'll kill a guy now. But this one's just kind of walking around. And I'm like, this isn't, you know, the bulls back home, like, they live out in the mountains, and they're like this rippled muscle and these beautiful horns. And this one, this looks like 2 guys in a bull costume, and they haven't figured out who's leading. You know, they still haven't figured out that part. So the first bull comes out, leaves, doesn't really do anything. The second bull comes out, it looks even older, right? It might have been the first bull's dad. So again, nothing happens during this one, and I'm starting to let my guard down. And the third bull comes out, and it's the worst one of all of them. Like, people are walking up to it, you know, doing the Bugs Bunny slap to the face, and the bull's like, you know, hey man, this is a union job. We just kind of show up. You know, we're not doing the running you down thing. So I find myself on this haystack with a friend of mine, and and the bull's near us, and he's throwing hay up at the bull, trying to rile it up. And as he's throwing hay, I notice the bull's not getting riled up. Like, I think it looks like the hay's beautiful, you know? Like, it's falling, and he's like, whoa. So I'm getting bored here, and I decide I'm gonna hop down from the haystack, try to do a run, and I hop down, and I take about 2 steps when I hear something I hadn't heard all day. A bull running at me. So I start running, and I'm thinking in my head, everything slows down. I'm like, okay, just don't panic. You're gonna be okay. You've been running with bulls for 10 years. You've never been hit. You have a perfect 10-0 record. You know, sure, there was a few close decisions, but 10-0 regardless. This is gonna be fine. What you're gonna do is, in a couple steps, you're gonna turn right here, you're gonna jump on that fence, and you'll be safe. All you have to do is not panic. I panicked.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. I just started running in a straight line. And that's like rule number 1. That's like the first lesson in Portuguese school is don't run in a straight line when what's chasing you has like more hooves than you know? Rule number 2, never turn your back on a bull. And I broke both of them. So now I'm running, and I can hear him galloping, and he's getting closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, I feel his breath on the back of my legs. And like an old friend just helping you up, but then not knowing his strength, the whole world starts to spin, and then everything pauses like a movie, right? Everything just pauses, and I'm looking at grass. And I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. Because I knew for a fact that my feet were like sticking straight in the air. And also, I don't know how long I can freeze time. This is a new ability I've unlocked. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, and I mean, I did have that moment where I was like, I could probably break my neck or die. This can happen. So after about a moment, I unfreeze time, all on my own, and suddenly there's a bunch of rolling and thrashing, much more than there had been previously. And then I look up and I see the bull running away, and I get up and I run as quick as I can to a haystack. I limp most of the way, and I get up there, and I barely get on this haystack, and I'm trying to just gather myself. And then I realize that everyone here is looking at me. And everyone's whispering, right? I was like, oh my God, I feel like Cinderella. Right? The belle of the ball. So I just kind of chill, for the rest of this bull, and I'm just trying to see if I'm okay. And then when this bull's done, there's 5 minutes before the next one comes out, but I'm still trying to play it cool, oh, am I going to stick around for this next one? No, I think I have to go shit out some of my organs. I'll probably go. So I leave, and then I'm trying to get some ice, and then this guy comes up to me, and he goes, hey, are you the guy who got hit by the bull? He knew, right? He knew. So I go, yeah. He goes, oh, my wife took a photo that you have got to see. And I was
say you have the photo.
I do. And I'm okay. So what he shows me first is the photo taken a moment before. Can we show that? Oh, that's us. That's great. Oh, there we go. There it is, a moment before. And there's me, the balls of wearing a red shirt to a fucking bullfight. Look at that, 10-0 record. So it's funny, the moment before nothing happening and the moment before something life-changing happening feels exactly the same. There's no real precursors. So I'm looking at this, and then the guy shows me the next photo, and I look down, and I'm like, no way.
Gourd.
Where's his head? That guy should be dead. It's suddenly, the whole thing felt so real that I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and I just said I wanted to leave, and we did.
Oh man, it would have been good to have video of that.
Well, months later, I find out that someone had videotaped the whole event and was selling the video cassettes tape. So of course I wanted it, right? And I head over to the address, and I get there. It's not even a store, it's just some Portuguese person's house. And I know this because I tripped over the saint on the way in on their lawn. And I get up the stairs, and I knock on the door, and this old Portuguese lady comes out. And I go, hi, I called about the tape, and she hands it to me, and I look down, and my jaw drops, man, because I made the cover. Right? So I'm looking at this, and I can't even talk. I'm like, what the hell? So she looks up at me, and she makes a connection. She goes, this you? I go, yeah. No. Yeah. You okay? No. I say thank you, and I take the tape, and I leave. And then I went home and watched the most embarrassing, humiliating moment of my life over and over in slow motion. Enjoy.
Roll it.
It'll go slower in a second. You'll see that real crunch. Look at this. Don't worry, I did 3 sit-ups 4 months earlier. Here we go. This is the slowest one.
Where's the ice cream?
Look at that. Arms did nothing. And then I get hooved there. Pretty good. And then 1 in real speed. Here we go. Just to show you I'm okay.
I like that there's a leash on the bull, that's doing anything at all.
And there I go. Okay, here we go. Pretty fun. Glad we came to Orangeville.
Good thing for the leash.
Thank you.
Helder Brum, guys.
Come to Born with a Tail next 2 weekends. Oh, yeah. I was just stretching my
He
legs.
was going to leave because he doesn't know this, but we're going to do a little game. Definitely check out Helder's show, Born with a Tale. It's this weekend and next weekend at the John Candy Box Theater. This story plus so many more.
So many
and
more.
Believe it or not, that wasn't the only time he was gored by a bull.
Yeah.
There's another bull story.
Yeah, there's another one. Come to the
spoiler
show and
alert.
you'll get to hear it.
But right now, before we continue on with the show, we're just going to play a little game. If you could just, can we spy on the main room right now? Oh, there they are. We're just going to try to guess a few people's names. I'm going to go out into the main room later if they're still around, and we're going to see if we got any of these names right. So, that guy in the blue shirt, Helder, what do you think he looks like?
A Chip. That guy's a Chip.
A Chip.
Yeah, I don't like him, so I call him Chip.
And how about the girl he's with?
That's Amabel.
Amabel and Chip. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting those right.
Okay.
If Amabel or Chip is right, that's amazing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's Skylar. Skylar and the toque.
Yeah. That guy took 3 hours with that toque before he left the house.
And then his good buddy Chad.
Millimeter forward, millimeter back, millimeter forward, millimeter back.
Chad, Skylar, Antonio. This looks like a Dave and probably a Claire.
Yeah, there's actually that guy Dave there. There's no one in front of him that he's talking to.
Yeah. He's all doing that for the camera.
Yeah, if you zoom out, so sad.
Let's get a couple more. Get some Josh picks here.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Wait. Stop.
Let's go. Yeah, these guys.
Oh. Wait. Hold on.
How are we gonna find these people later? It's gonna be so hard.
Wait. Go left. Who's that? The gray velour sweater.
Yeah. The beer. He has a full beer.
That is.
Let's get right in on that
can
text.
we zoom all the way in?
Get in on that text if we can.
Oh, that's a wall of text. Okay. That guy.
Oh man, he's
that's a
waiting on somebody.
You never want to see a wall of text like that. That is no. Just settle down.
I think he's texting his own beer and
That's
being like, "I got to get my beer a phone."
Patrick, settle down. Let them respond.
Okay,
That's
we
a
got
Patrick. I think it's Patrick.
Okay, we got Patrick, Amabel,
Eduardo,
Chip, and Skylar. We'll remember those for later, and we'll move on. I'm gonna go and check them out later in the real world. But right now, you guys got to give it up. We got a band here. They're so fucking great. Give it up for Buddy.
Ready? Is that your voice I hear calling me? I feel you here, your warm, sweet memory. Stay with me, if only in a dream. Time has not erased you from my heart. The pain is gone, I know just where you are. Stay with me, if only in a dream. Hear me when my heart calls out to you, just like I'm hearing you. Don't feel like talking since our part. This house feels so empty now, one less heart. I've tried to fill it in, but the echoes burrow beneath my skin. These walls aren't quick in answering this tired line of questioning. If you won't play the game, thinking you will win, you will only wind up facing self-deception. Tried to fill it in, but the echoes are all deafening. Fear you're off to war again. Hustle for surrender. Thank you.
Keep it going for Bunny, everybody. All right, so we've been trying to do some different stuff for the show to make it unique. And also, we're taping the show right now. It's going to be online next month. And we're trying to film a pilot eventually. But one of the things that we've been doing is we've been experimenting with all the different cameras that we have the use of. For instance, those security cameras from before where that guy was texting nobody.
I'm Mysteria on the Mind Reader.
And I'm Steffi K.
And we are the Sentimentalists.
We
and
got
we're
some
gonna get into
magicians in the main
somebody's
room.
mind. How you doing? You want to try something on camera? Here we are on location. And this gentleman here, who we've never met, is writing down the name of a celebrity. Come back over here when you're done. Don't let her see, but I'm allowed to look. Let me have... I absolutely am. Okay. Try. Just put that name in her mind. You know?
That guy's still
Brad
texting.
Pitt.
Look at his face, folks. That is exactly the name that's written on the piece of paper. That is indeed Brad Pitt. What's your name, sir?
Benny.
You're absolutely right. That's unbelievable. Listen, Steffi and I... Oh, he wants to try again. He's going to try to go out on a limb and write down someone difficult. All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to try. Write down the name of any famous person. Can I ask you a favor? We're on camera right now, live in the other room. I want you to show me anything in your wallet. Steffi, turn right away. She will not look. Now, as she's looking that direction, whatever it is he's taking out of his bag, we've never met before. We don't know each other. Is that correct?
Correct.
Perfect. This is being done right here on the spot. The gentleman is giving me something out of his wallet, preferably money, but it doesn't have to be. When you hand me something over, he's got his wallet out. Her eyes are closed, folks. Let's have a look at the name we got right there. He's got a name written down. Just, yeah.
He wrote down Brad Pitt again.
Say that again?
He wrote down Brad Pitt again.
He did write down Brad Pitt again. He's trying to trick you. Look at his face, everybody. I know there's nothing but a piece of paper. Very, very interesting. Think of what came out of his wallet. Wait, I need you to think of what it is. Keep thinking about it, you know?
Keep thinking about it.
No, I really want you to focus, okay? What are you sensing?
Cash, a currency, but it's not from here.
It isn't, well, in a way, it's not. Wait,
Oh wait, it's that fake money, right? It's Canadian Tire money.
It is Canadian Tire money. Now listen, folks, there's a serial number on here, I hope.
Oh, she got it.
Now, just send over that serial number. Think of that.
And you're looking at it.
Very good. Try that.
9, 9, 5, 3, 7, 2. Just Sorry. 6.
How about the last digits? Try that.
I'm sorry. 8-2.
That is exactly
What the fuck?
on this borrowed Canadian Tire money. Thank you very much. Now, before we go back to you, Dan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. We are.
422, like.
God, that was forever ago.
Yeah, man.
So this is the incredible Steffi K, my partner in crime. And what's your name? Mally, listen, Steffi and I, we've never met you. Could you come over here for a second? You're being filmed and you're being broadcast into the back. Just write down the name of any movie ever. Any movie ever. And don't let her see. In fact, if she guesses this wrong, folks, I'll give you $1,000. Any movie. $1,000 of Dan's money will go right into her pocket. Right, Dan?
No.
All right, I don't think he's agreeing.
Don't worry, I got you covered, buddy.
Okay, here we go, folks. We have a movie written down. Let's have a look and see. Think of the movie. I don't want you to say anything. You know, you realize she may not know the
Mortal Kombat!
Imagine. I really want you to focus on it. Now,
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
is that what you wrote on that piece of paper? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a good film. My name is Mysteria on the Mind Reader.
And I'm Steffi K.
We are the Sentimentalists. We'll see you in a few minutes. Over to you, Dan.
Wow. I don't know how people do that. And you can't look it up. There's nowhere on the internet that tells you how to mind read. Sucks, because I've been really wanting to learn those tricks. But the Sentimentalists will be back on stage here, and they're going to do a few more tricks for you later. But right now, we have a special treat for you. We got some improvisers that are going to come up, Kayla and Becky. And they're going to be doing something very different. Basically, they're going to be giving you guys a TED Talk. But here's the thing about this TED Talk, is they don't know what it is yet. Our director, Dan Tahmizian, he's made a slideshow of pictures that they've never seen before. And based on those pictures, they're going to give us a TED Talk. But before we do that, we need a topic for the TED Talk. For instance, running helps you get better sleep. Something like that. Why running helps you get better sleep. Or why eating helps your brain. Something like that. Can I get a suggestion? What was that? Something like being a flat earther.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so being a flat earther makes you a stupid person. Okay, so we're going to go with why being a flat earther makes you a stupid person. Without further ado, Kayla and Becky, here's your TED Talk.
I was vamping, had to cover. I did some pretty good dance moves, Kayla. I think you would have been proud of me.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed it.
Well, here we are. Thank you so much for having us to sort of road test our TED Talk.
Yeah, we just wanted to workshop our TED Talk. We thought this was a very good venue for it.
So, first and foremost, I know what you're thinking. How did these two meet? I know what you're thinking, so I guess I'm a mentalist too.
Get me out there.
Thanks for the applause. Thank you. I live for the applause. Applause.
Gaga.
Applause. All right. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow, you
Very responsive.
You ask for it and you get it. These people take suggestion easily. So
we are here today to talk about a topic that is very exciting for us.
It's very timely?
It's very timely.
Of the moment?
Of the moment, and then was also of the moment at a moment a long time ago when we didn't have science.
But it's coming back.
Yeah.
Now, the title of our TED Talk is Why Believing in the Flat Earth Makes You Stupid. Now, we are not saying that you start stupid and then believe in a flat Earth. No. Once the thought gets in your head, it makes you stupid. There's the rub. Here's the rub.
We're going to take you through our research and how we found this. Now, we are going to suggest that at any point, don't think that the Earth is flat, because you're going to start down that road.
It'll make you dumb. It'll make you dumb. Okay, so what brought us to this field of study?
Yeah.
Well, is anyone really listening? How many of us don't wake up in the morning, open our window, yell right out into the clouds, and feel like we're not being heard?
I think we can all relate to this feeling. It is something that is born in us from a mother going, tusk, tusk, I'm busy with a wine, or maybe a teacher going, I don't need to hear that about your personal life.
Yeah. Or, you go to a comedy show, you yell out helpful things while they're talking, and they get angry. Are they listening? Maybe you had a better suggestion than what they were thinking of. This is how constructive criticism works and constructive thinking.
Yeah, but people that feel not listened to are trying to get something. They're trying to get something from the world.
Now, take these three gentlemen here, up on a Swiss Alp, presumably. Three of them just hooting away on different alpenhorns. That could be a cacophonous amount of noise, unless they make one of those wonderful harmonies that we all know these horns make, right?
Yes.
And if you do that, then the goats come. Right?
Now, a horn looks like this when it's put into a computer. What we're seeing here is the movement of the horn from the bad sound it makes in what we're going to say is just a science graph.
No.
But what we're not seeing is energy moving out from beyond the graph. Why is that? Because people don't want to hear about it.
Now, consider, if you will, for a moment, the shape of a horn. Sidebar, also not the shape of the Earth. But a horn, it sort of flutes out into an endless flat plane, right? So from what was once curved, we now have the rectilinear shape that you see before you. Like a horn.
And you're going to see why these two pieces of information are really important and connected to each other when we get to the flat earthers with this next slide here.
Here we go.
Toss out that math.
Yeah, it is such a temptation in this world to just throw math aside. Look at this graph. Look at its beautiful simplicity. Look at it move. This is the impulse that we often feel. How many times in high school math did you think, I'm never going to use this? What am I going to do? Build a bridge when I'm a grown-up? Probably not,
I think we can also relate to this, that as a teen, sometimes this is how we felt about our bodies. Square, sponge. And that's where a lot of our bad thoughts about ourselves develop.
Yeah, you go out in the world as a sponge, and guess what? You can absorb anything, including freedom. The freedom to believe whatever you want.
Now, it is a scientific fact that if you absorb too much freedom, you start saying bad things.
Look at this image here. The idea of freedom. Somebody with their arms outstretched in front of a fire. So many options, one of which is falling into the fire. Sure, you can do it. I'm not going to stop you. But you're not going to go good.
It's not going to go good, and indeed.
And how do we know this? This brings us back to how we met. We were on a spiritual retreat.
Yep, came separately, left together.
Yeah. We did a little something called fire walking, and talking about freedom, I decided to exercise my freedom to just do it slowly. Tripped, fell, real disfiguring, didn't look like this before.
No, all this skin that's on her face now is actually from my upper thigh.
Yeah. So we came together, this sort of exploration of new ideas, really biting me in the face and her in the thigh, quite frankly. So, after this, we sort of started talking about this idea of freedom, new ideas getting to your head and what might happen. And on this very retreat, we met a woman named Brenda. Real drip. Brenda was a flat earther. She had a degree in physics and decided that if it felt like the earth was flat, it was going to be. And, Sorry, this is just a picture of me after the fire.
Yeah, sorry. That was actually, yeah.
Just try to shove that in there.
This is just right before the operation. And
Yeah, it's I was also much shorter before.
yeah, we thought when she's in the operation, let's extend her out.
Why not?
If you're already in there.
Yeah, why not stretch out to 6 feet, see what happens.
Yeah, but back to Brenda.
So that's me and my brother. Sorry, I just put that in there, a little bit of context. Okay.
It is radical. I mean, it is.
It's a radical change, before and after.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, but back to Brenda. Oh, God. Here we have the Tower of Babel, another thing that society believed in that really led them astray.
Yeah. Brenda was also a babbler.
Yeah, and a babblist. She believed that through constant speech, she would gain some sort of higher level of thought.
So there are the Brendas of the world, the babblers who are speaking an untruth, or we have what you want.
Isolate yourself from other people and their stupid, dumb thoughts.
When you open yourself up to freedom, which is what we're seeing with the yellow stick man here, you're lost. But when you just isolate yourself like this poor gentleman here that we see, you actually do find a different kind of freedom.
For me, when I play The Sims, I never put doors in any of the rooms because I think they belong alone. And honestly, wetting yourself and starving is a small price to pay. Where do we go from here? Well, we're all lonely, aren't we? The idea of a flat earth is exciting. We're all in the same plane. I'm going to take this moment to tell you that I considered the earth being flat for a while.
I think we've all been there, yeah.
Yeah. The idea that there was an end, that I could just fall off in my darkest hour, was very comforting to me. The more that thought got in my brain, the more life seemed like a game.
So you see, that option to just drop off, that option to feel all that freedom is lonely. And it rots your brain. And it makes you stupid.
Freedom is stupid. Honestly, I'd love to live in a dictatorship.
To get to just have someone tell you what to do every day. I mean, once we made this adjustment to just both be in a gray blazer, I felt great.
Yeah. Unity is community. Right.
So which door are you gonna pick? Because they all look the same.
Yeah. Are you going to pick round earth? Are you going to pick flat earth? You going to pick another shape we didn't talk about, like maybe that a horn? Well, round earth.
Round earth. You've got monkeys riding parrots in a new and exciting friendship. You've got a world that you can exist in. But what if you go ahead and you pick flat earth? Uh-oh.
No, thank you. No.
Not good. Hey?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Flat earth is back to that freedom fire.
Yeah.
No.
That freedom fighter now the scientist is trying to deal with in his science suit. He's not happy.
Or choose for yourself. The horn shape.
Oh.
Oh, a fate worse than death.
Oh. What a wretched guy.
You know, what a little sleaze.
Yeah.
No one's into that.
Bit too fun, you know?
Yeah. Go out on your own and, you make that show where you make a bunch of dumb videos and no one likes you.
Yeah,
all right.
Don't trust him.
So in the end, going forward, yeah, you know what? Believing in a flat earth feels like something you've chosen, perhaps, exerting your freedom against what science has told you. But listening to scientists and believing in them has a lot of positive benefits. Nirvana. In the most unlikely of places, we can find spiritual fulfillment.
If you believe in scientists, you might also reach
the butt.
If you believe in science enough, parts of your brain have to be stored in your butt. That's what we have here. Many ideas.
Did you know that the butt has more blood vessels than the brain? Do you know whether that's true? Well, then you should believe me.
There's from the underbutt, so that's just that's from under here looking up to the butt.
Under the butt.
Just trying to give you another
to show
angle
you that
on
there's
that.
a lot there.
Yeah,
All right, so.
yeah.
Our brains, however, are precious little light bulbs that we only have for the length of time that our lives last. They're not to be wasted. Would you take a light bulb and plug it into a supercharge of electricity? I wouldn't.
You have to allow your brain to have just the right amount of thoughts.
Putting extra thoughts in overloads it. Like putting a 40-watt bulb and a 120-watt, whatever you put a bulb into is called.
I think socket. Let's
There we
see
go,
the
socket.
other thing. Yep. Y'all saw what happened to Bjork. That's too many ideas.
She took apart that TV and thought it looked like a village inside.
This woman's listening to rivers sing. Do you need that in your life? It's a lot of pressure.
So what we're proposing is a new way of thinking, a rebirth out of your face, if you will.
And that is our personal branding, so don't take that. This is something that we've developed. So if you're going to have a rebirth out of your face, what is that going to look like, other than a baby actually squeezing out of your face?
Sort of what it was like when I got the reconstructive surgery.
Actually, this is pretty accurate to what the surgery looked like. Yeah.
Her thigh looks like a baby's face.
Yeah.
This is what we're proposing. Of course, you still do have your freedom. We're not going to stop you from walking into that fire or believing in a flat earth. But if you do, yikes. You got a knife that can't even touch the Oreos.
And that could be the rest of your life. Sure, you're a robot, but you're still a robot that wants some Oreos and wants to dice them up. And what kind of freak wants that?
And ask yourself the deeper question. Robot, do you think you're going to get anything out of eating an Oreo? Why are you putting so much energy into cutting one up? And as we wrap up, you're already in utopia. Do you want to be further away from it? And around Earth, everything is in one place, the sphere. And a flat Earth, got to go further to get places. Don't be a puppet.
Don't be a puppet. Join in with the world and the proper ideas. Because you want this situation? No. What you want is this.
We all have another face inside our older face. Could come out the front or the back. Trust me, exerting your freedom isn't going to go anywhere. And finally, he believed it was round.
And now he has the advantage of another eye.
We hope we've made any amount of sense.
If this feels like it's just been kind of a distorted fever dream of information, well, check your brain and ask a couple questions, because we've just been presenting facts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Sufferettes! Guys, give it up. You can be a little bit louder than that. I know it's really like a big, there you go. That's Kayla Lorette and Becky Johnson. They are the Sufferettes. Guys, if you like that, they're in a show called Yes, Android. It's playing every Friday for the next 6 weeks, starting February 9th. So not the next 6 weeks, but the 6 weeks following February 9th. They'll be playing there. Guys, do you remember earlier when we were looking up here at different people and we were guessing their names? Well, Dan is out on the floor right now, and he's going to find out if we're right or not, and maybe, if we're really lucky, he's going to find out what that guy was texting about, because I don't know about y'all.
Josh, I'm just walking through the restaurant right now.
Dan?
I gotta go find Skylar. Where's Skylar?
He can't hear me.
Skylar!
Dan's out there, guys.
Skylar?
He's right there.
Has anyone seen Skylar? Hey, Norris. Like, that guy didn't look like he knew Skylar. Skylar, where are you? Have you guys seen Skylar anywhere?
Pardon?
Skylar? Yeah.
Name's
Skylar? You're just, we're doing a show back there and we're trying to find Skylar. It's all right. All right. Maybe we can find Chip and Amabel. Oh, I think Chip's listening to some music. Excuse me. Yeah. How's it going, guys? You're Amabel?
No, what is this?
Are you Chip?
What's up?
What's your name?
Hi. I don't know what's going on.
We just guessed your name. We're doing a show back there, and we guessed your name was Amabel and Chip. Is that right at all?
What do we do?
What's you seem like you're lying. What's your real name? Sean. And your name? So close. Have you seen Skylar, though? There was a guy texting over here earlier. Did you see where he went? Yeah? Oh, okay. No one was responding, so maybe he just got stood up. What are you listening to?
A song that she asked me to listen to, and it makes me want to dance.
Old Crow Medicine Show Wingmail. Old Crow Medicine Show.
Oh, is it good? He seems like he's loving it. All right, well, we got you guys wrong.
Put it up.
Oh, yeah, it's like a, is it a banjo? Oh, it's nice. It's like a, oh, man, Chip and Annabelle, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Rob? Oh, you're not Rob?
I can be Rob.
What's your name?
Rob.
Your name's not, is it really Rob, though?
Yeah.
No.
It's Bobby. Bobby.
That's pretty close.
That is close.
All right, I'll give you some free tokens.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right,
Thanks, man.
no problem. All right, I just gave away some free tokens. You're not Sean, are you? All right, thought he might be Sean, he's not. Listen, I was watching this thing on TV last night. I taped it for you guys. You're gonna be mind blown. It's about Andy Serkis. He's not who he says he is. Want to play that clip? You're not Sean? Okay.
Most of you know Andy Serkis as the man who brought Gollum to life in Lord of the Rings.
Nobody likes you.
He later dazzled us as the ape known as Caesar in Planet of the Apes. And of course, the giant gorilla known as King Kong. Here's what you didn't know. I'm Bev Rips, and I've been playing Andy Serkis for over 19 years. It all started at an audition, and the director told me he liked my acting, he just didn't like my look. That's when I pitched him a full CGI character I called Andy Serkis.
You build the role, you create the mind of the character. Every single choice you make as an actor is there, but it is ridiculous to look at.
We did all sorts of stuff, me and Andy. We did the talk shows.
People, even to this day, don't necessarily understand that that's you all the time doing that performance. Read these tweets by Donald Trump. Would that be?
Okay, so what you do is you do this. You go, I mean, as you saw up there, you go like this. Hold on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We did movies.
I hate you. I hate you. Where would you be without me? Ellen, I saved us.
It is my hope that out of this solemn occasion, a better world will emerge out of the blood and carnage of the past. A world founded upon faith.
Hey, I even won some awards.
I think I'm going to have a fucking cardiac arrest. I had no idea. I honestly am going to die right this second.
We had a good run. And if I could, I would do it all over again. But all things must come to an end. And I believe it's time for Bev Rips to step into the spotlight. And so, I've decided to retire my Andy Serkis character once and for all. And I'll be taking on one of the biggest challenges of my entire career. In my next film, I'll be playing a can of soup. I wanted to get inside a can of soup. I wanted to know what it was like to be a can of soup. I did everything I could to feel like I was that can. But to truly be a can of soup, I realized I needed to fill myself with soup. And that's why I found drinking a lot of soup was really what helped most with this role. A lot of people didn't understand my process. A lot of people were having a hard time dealing with the fact that I was in character all the time on set.
Bev, time to go to set. Bev? Fuck, not this again. Bev, go to set. You're not really a soup. You're a fucking idiot.
In the end, I was super pleased with how it turned out. With the technology today, you can't even tell the difference between me and a real can of soup. It's seamless. I feel like I'm starting my career from scratch. But it's time for the world to know the name Bev Rips. I'm Bev Rips, and I've been being Andy Serkis.
Keep it going for me and Dan Tahmizian and Helder Brum and Josh Finkelman. We got a special treat for you guys. We're gonna keep the show going. Give it up for Mr. Keith Pedro! There he is, the one with the orange toque.
Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different.
Hey guys, yeah, hey, woo, yeah, right? Hey, we did it. Yeah, Red Groove, fuck, woo, shit. It's a weird show, but it's fun, right? Fucking fun. I'm so happy I did mushrooms before I got here. This shit is living up to the hype. Whoa, crazy magicians and shit. Going back, wow, this is crazy. Give it up for yourselves, guys. Come on, are you guys happy? Give it up for yourself. Love the table on the front here. We got some Asian dudes, got some brown dudes. What? It's like driving on Highway 7, east to west. Markup to Brampton, woo! We got it. Guys look like the fucking Omni Channel on one table. Holy shit. Look at that multiculturalism right there. God damn. Guys killing racism in one table. Fuck that. That's an anti-Trump rally right here. Jesus. Woo! I'm fucking baked. I'm stoned. I don't know what's going on. There was music. There was performing. There was guessing white people's names. I got really fucked up. I felt like they fucked up with the names because everybody outside looked like a fucking Connor or a Dale or a Liam, right? Shit. Give it up for Dan and Josh, guys. Where's Dan and Josh? Give it up for those two, man. Holy fuck. The guys are the same age, but look generations apart. Holy fuck. It's like one guy forced to hang out with his little brother the whole time. I'm just trying to do my show. Josh, hang out with your brother. Oh, man. Anybody here dating? Who's dating? Round of applause if you're dating, you're in a relationship. Nice. I was seeing this girl for like 6 weeks, guys. 6 weeks. We went on like 8, don't woo that. We went on 8 dates and she ghosted me. Ghosted me, yeah, she disappeared, stopped replying to my text messages and my calls and shit, and a mutual friend hooked us up. So I came up to my friend and I said, hey, what happened to your homegirl? What's going on? I thought we were cool. I thought we were hitting it off. We had inside jokes and everything. And do you know what she said? She goes, yeah, Keith, my friend told me that she thinks you're a pussy. Yeah. I'm like, what? What do you mean pussy? She's like, yeah, remember that date when you guys went skating and you helped her out with her boot? You didn't go for the thigh.
You weren't aggressive enough. You didn't, remember that time when you had her back at your place, you were rubbing on her neck? You didn't kiss on her neck. You didn't go for it. That's what she told me. And I looked at my friend, I said, bitch, it's 2018 now. We keep fucking consent out here. Are you kidding me? We need consent. Are you nuts? I just applied for a fucking mortgage. I got shit pending right now. You think I need that on my record? I got character reference letters coming my way. I don't need no Harvey Weinstein shit. Are you crazy? It's a new year. Time's up, right? Like, ladies, if you're looking for a guy who's aggressive, now's not the time. It's not the fucking time. I'm treating foreplay like the end of a Dora Explorer episode. I'm waiting for that answer, bro. Right? Shit. Now, can I lick on your neck? All right. Just go in. I don't want to go in. And she's all like, swipe her. No, swipe it. Oh, man. Like even when I pay things in debit and it's a fucking female cashier, I'm waiting for her okay for me to tap it or insert. I'm not fucking around. There's cameras everywhere. I'm on YouTube and shit. Can't have that. This weather's nice, right? Finally, it's some good weather. Right? It's still pretty cold, though. I live down the street, man. I saw a fucking crackhead suck dick for mittens, guys. Yeah. And now my hands are freezing. It's all chapped up and shit. I need some Aveeno cream. No, man, I just came back from Hawaii. All right, I came back from Hawaii. I was doing shows there. Anybody here been to Hawaii? A round of applause if you've been to Hawaii. Man, it's beautiful over there. I was doing shows and shit. And this is what they told me. They said, don't talk to the audience because they will fight you. Yeah, they'll rush the stage and fucking fight you. I said, why? It's paradise here. How can you be angry looking at these palm trees, volcanoes, and these beaches? I said, dude, your backyard's a MacBook Pro screensaver. Are you fucking serious right now? Right, I told the guy, I'm like, buddy, I'm from Canada. That weather will make you fight somebody. You ever drop your car keys in slush, huh? Do you even know what slush is, surfer boy? You ever been late for work? You gotta clean your windshield off with a fucking CD? You know what that's like? I lost a mitten replying to text message. Shut up. I can't fight though. I'm a small guy. I'm tiny. I hate being this short. I sprained my ankle recently because when you're this short and you fuck standing up, it's always on your tippy toes. Okay, like that's how I look. Smashing puss. Don't look cool. And when you fuck standing up, what's the position? It's never face to face, right? You don't stare at her soul and give her slow jukes like your usher. No. You bend her over, it's back shots. Boom, back, boom. Guys, I'm on my tippy toes when I do that, okay? I don't look cool. I look like fucking Caillou trying to climb a shelf to get some cookies, man. Like a Filipino Caillou trying to get some guava juice. It's fucked up. Oh, man. I can't fight. I got ghetto friends that do it for me, though. Anybody here with ghetto friends, right? You ever notice when you got ghetto friends, you got access to shit that you didn't think you fucking needed? Right, I was complaining about a comedy promoter that owed me money. I'm like, yo, this guy owes me money, man. He's ducking for my calls and my emails. What am I supposed to do? My ghetto friend comes out of nowhere smoking a blunt. Yo, Keith, I got a solution for your problem, fam. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, for $225, I know a guy that will kick that motherfucker down a flight of stairs. I said, what? He's like, yeah, $225. My man will kick that dude down a fucking flight of stairs. I said, why is it so expensive for such a little leg gesture, okay? There's no upper body strength needed. Why can't I give you $75 and a bat and you Nancy Kerrigan the motherfucker real quick? Right? That's what I said. But he goes, no, here's the scam. We get his car towed. We take it to a designated car garage. We put it on the 3rd floor. So when Buddy goes, retrieves his car, my man's gonna be waiting in the stairwell to kick him down a fucking flight of stairs. And that's where most of the money goes to. It goes to the tow truck driver. So I said, so give me that guy's number. I don't need someone kicked down the stairs if you could drag his car 18 blocks. Plus he only owed me $60, bro. I'm not coming out the pocket teaching this guy a lesson. This ain't fucking Narcos. Relax, all right? But when I was in the States, they kept talking about World War III. You ever hear that shit? Oh my God, it's World War III. What are we gonna do? Trump is crazy. I don't think our generation is ready for a world war right now, right? Can you imagine if there's a fucking draft? I'm gonna snap, bro. I'm gonna snap. I can't go to war with these sensitive 21-year-olds. I can't have half my platoon allergic to wheat and peanuts. That's fucking crazy, bro. Are you kidding me? These guys don't even have to kill us with landmines. They're gonna smear peanut butter on the fucking sand. Drop cashews from the sky. Guys are getting stabbed in the neck with Snickers bars. It's fucked up. Everybody's running out of ammo because their belt is filled with 19 EpiPens. We're gonna fucking die. And you think people are gonna be well nourished in this new war? No. No one's gonna eat properly because the army, they give you 5 minutes to eat. You think a 21-year-old could eat in fucking 5 minutes? No, first 3 minutes is him taking a picture of his meal and shit, looking for the right fucking sepia filter, right? And there's gonna be too many dietary preferences, too many interruptions during meal because there's too many fucking requests. Sarge, I can't eat this. There's no gluten-free alternatives here. And Aiden is a vegan, so is Jaden, and so is Caleb. And that reminds me, where's the avocado, Sarge? We're running out of avocados. How am I supposed to wash my face? But you know what pisses me off the most? The absolute worst part about a millennial war is everybody's too PC nowadays, right? Too PC. You gotta watch what you say. You can't say that. How are you supposed to fight a war with guns and weapons if words hurt you? Think about it. Your sergeant is going to give you the motivational speech of your life right before you die, and that is going to get ruined by a sensitive millennial. All right, boys, you ready to die for your country and your family and your freedom? Now let's go out there and kill these Arabs. The one guy's going to stand up. He's like, Sarge, you can't say that. It's 2018. That's very offensive. The term you're looking for is Middle Eastern, okay, Sarge? And you can't say boys. We're not all boys here. Jen's here, Sarah's here, and Aaron doesn't know what Aaron is yet, so we'll wait till Aaron's ready. We're fucking dead, is what I'm trying to say. I can't say these things out loud. I'm a parent. Got anybody here, parents? Anybody busting raw nuts and dealing with responsibilities? Yeah, in the front. See what happens when you're a parent? Come to a comedy show, sit in the front, you're fucking fearless. I was at 9 hours at Costco. Fuck with me, come. I got an 11-year-old son at home. 11-year-old, man. This motherfucker is amazing. He's a special boy, though. Let me tell you why he's special, because he was conceived off pre-cum. Yeah, he was conceived. My girl was on the pill. I pulled out and everything, and this fucker still showed up to the party. Do you understand the motivational speech I have waiting for this kid? He's gonna grow up one day and be like, Dad, I hate my life. I hate myself. I don't know how to live with myself. Oh my God, FML. I'm gonna grab him by his fucking throat and say, look, son, you're that 1% that made it to the egg. You're a miracle, baby. You are destined for greatness. And me and your mom did it standing up too, so you have to fucking fight gravity for that shit. While I was struggling, looking like Caillou. Oh, they're coming back. Pay attention. They're coming back. I have a daughter too, 15-year-old daughter. What? Right? You know how hard it is to have a fucking 15-year-old when you look like a fucking 15-year-old? It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. That's why I wore this sweater. I can't even grow fucking chest hair. Try to stay warm and this shit, right? I bought her a cell phone recently, right? Because she started high school last year. And she's like, Dad, buy me a phone, buy me a phone. I'm like, sell it to me. Layla convinced me. Why do you need a phone? She's like, all my friends got phones, and what if there's an emergency? So I said, memorize my number. If there's an emergency, use one of your fucking friends' phones. What the hell you need a phone for if everybody got one? One Christmas, I was slick. I bought her a gift. She opened up the gift. It was an iPhone charger. She's like, oh my God, Dad, you bought me an iPhone for this iPhone charger? I'm like, yeah, open up some more. There was a Samsung charger, Motorola charger, Nokia charger. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, these are for your fucking friends, so there's no excuse for you not to call me. Got that shit at Best Buy. Extended warranty, right? And now she got 3,000 songs in the palm of her fucking hand. 3,000 songs on her phone. She would never know the struggles that we had to go through to get music. Remember back in the day, 5 of you guys squeezing a Honda Accord? Remember that shit? Squeezing the car, 6-hour drive to Montreal. One of you guys is like, yo, man, you got a CD? And the driver's like, yeah, grab that book in the back. Then he hands you this Bible of blank CDs. Remember that shit? The Bible of blank CDs. You're on the highway trying to find the right CD, ripping through 88 fucking pages. And none of it's labeled, no. Because all it says is Summer Jams 07, and that's it. So you put Summer Jams 07 in the CD player, and you're like, yo, let me listen to this, and you can't, because it's all fucking scratched up, because you used it in February to clean off your windshield, because you were late for work. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta go. But before I go, I want to talk about a real issue that happened with me recently. I bought my daughter that cell phone, and she recently became a victim of cyberbullying. Yeah, cyberbullying. I was born in '84. I never had to deal with that shit. Cyberbullying. Some kids on Instagram called her fat, stupid, and ugly. Yeah, and my daughter comes home crying. She's like, oh my God, Dad, what am I supposed to do? I thought they were my friends. Why would they say these things? Oh my God, Dad, what the hell? So I'm trying to make her feel better. I go, Layla, let me see your phone. I want to see this little shit right now. I want to see this kid. Right? And she's like, Dad, what are you doing? And I told her, I was like, think about it, Layla. Who's the idiot that's going to make fun of a comedian's daughter? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't give a shit if you're 15 years old. I will make you eat your lunch. It's time to go to work. Daddy just clocked in. Let's go. That's what I said. So I'm all amped up, feeling like fucking Denzel Washington in Training Day. I'm all fucking humped, right? So she pulls her up on Instagram. And I know I can't say these things about a 15-year-old, but fuck it, this is my daughter. This girl had a huge head. Okay, like a huge fucking, you ever see that human evolution chart from man to ape? She was number 3, mid-transition, you know what I mean? Bam! Like her thoughts have an echo, you know what I mean? So first picture I write, damn bitch, is that your head or is your brain pregnant? It gets better, right? Second picture, I'm like, girl, your head's so big it looks like you have to put your t-shirts on feet first. There's no emoji for that. You understand? There should be. Last picture I write, girl, with that head, I would sleep all day because it looks like your dreams are in IMAX. Hashtag, it looks like there's a lot on your mind. Hashtag 4K resolution. Boom! Killed that girl. I roasted the shit out of her, put her in a body bag, toe tag it, it's done. Kobe in the fourth quarter, I spit hot fire, Dylon, done. Right? Great moment, right? Great moment until her mother fucking ruins it. Great job, cowboy. Great job. But what would you have done if it didn't work? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, what would you do if it didn't work? And I look right in her face and I say, yo, you got $225? Yo, I'm Keith Pedro, man. Hit me up Twitter, Instagram, at Keith Pedro. Give it up for Dan and Josh.
Keep it going for Keith Pedro. Keith, wait. Do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, check me out, keithpedro.com. I don't remember the shows. I'm in Paris, Ontario, but no one goes there.
You can find Keith Pedro on Google. Also, check out Running at the Mouth. I believe he's in some of them videos, too. Very good. That was magic, Keith. Thanks for doing that. Speaking of magic, we got some more with the Sentimentalists. Give it up.
My name is Mysterio the Mind Reader.
And I'm Steffi K.
Together we are the Sentimentalists, 2 minds.
Working as one.
And tonight we're going to get into your head and reveal things that are secret.
Things that are a little bit unusual.
And definitely strange. But nothing you're going to see us do here tonight has been arranged in any way. If anyone can prove we've set up an audience member, we truly will give you $10,000 cash. But we don't have to worry about it, because we've never set up an audience member.
Absolutely not.
Steffi and I are mind readers, mentalists. The difference between a magician and a mentalist is a magician does sleight of hand,
whereas a mentalist does sleight of mind.
We use 5 senses to create the world of the 6th. Now, in order for this to work, we need what is known as a victim. A volunteer. So if anybody would like to put their hand up and volunteer, by all means, sir, come on up. Give them a big round of applause. Come on up safely up the steps. He has no clue what's about to happen. Hi, how you doing? Good to meet you. What's your name, sir? Casino, good name. We're banned from casinos. That's true. Casino, come on over here, actually. And what we're gonna do is a really simple warm-up. I brought a novel with me, a paperback novel. I want you to just take a gander, make sure that it's legitimate, and the audience, you're gonna tell the audience that it isn't the type of book that it's the same word on every page, right? You can see that? All right, now Steffi is gonna turn away and close her eyes. Nature's blindfold, her eyes are shut. And Casino, just say stop at any point. Look at the first word and look at me in the eyes. Just send that into my mind. Here. I need you to think of that word.
Right.
Yes.
Just stand. Stand.
Stand. Stand. Is that your word? That's the word. That's the word. Was she looking? You weren't looking, were you, Steph?
No, I wasn't.
No, I tell you what, I'm not going to look either. Casino, open the book to any page you like. In fact, folks, people think we have Google technology, Google glasses, things that send information to her mind. Not the case. Nothing. And in fact, if anyone can prove that, 25,000. The book is opened. Yeah. I want you to look at any word on the page longer than the word. Give me a word, Steph.
Holiday.
Holiday. Longer than holiday. So pick one of the longer words. And when you have one, let me know. Okay, close the book. Now, there's no way we know what word you picked. We're going to connect you with Steffi. And how we're going to do that, you're going to come over here. Her eyes are looking away. With your finger, draw the first letter on the palm of my hand of that word. Just the first letter. I want you to feel that.
Yep, I did. That was a W.
Was that a W? Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Steffi.
Casino, the word that you're thinking of is weightlifter.
Is that correct? Is that right? You see how he did that? That's a sign of nervousness. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep you up here for one more second. Steffi and I are both members of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California. And she is one of the only woman mentalists on the planet and is now nominated as Parlor Magician of the Year in Hollywood, California. And we're from Toronto. That being said, would you play a game of poker with us? You would love to. Bad move. Remember what happened at the casino?
Yes, I do.
No pun intended.
Why don't you tell them what happened?
Well, casino. At the casino, Steffi decided that it would be a smart idea to look at a blackjack table and call out the cards before they were turned over. And they didn't like that. In fact, they escorted us out.
Yes, you make it sound like it was all my fault, but he was there too.
That is true.
They escorted us out, not by the arm, but in handcuffs.
That's
and,
true.
Now we're banned from the Ontario Lottery and Gambling Association.
For life. But it's okay, you know why? I already won the jackpot when I met her. Okay, Steffi, close your eyes and watch this, folks. We're going to put casino into what is known as the trance of 50 pharaohs.
50. Yesterday it was 10.
Inflation. Open your eyes. Are you hypnotized? Not really. Little does he realize he is under my control. There are cards right here. You can see that they're all different. In fact, they're all in order. The deck is not shuffled. Would you touch any two you wish? Any two you see in your mind's eye right now? Just, have you got another one? Just try those now.
May I?
You may.
You picked the 4 of diamonds and a 9 of hearts.
Folks, those are the exact cards he chose. But Steph, do you remember what those are?
No.
Remember the casino? Yeah.
That's actually the hand that we were escorted out on.
That's the last hand. It's also the only 2 blue ones in the pack of red. Ladies and gentlemen, I put those cards in your mind and you saw them. You were under my control. Give him a big round of applause, everyone. That is weird. Cool. You know, Steffi, the cops even get called on us. You can go back to your seat. You are free to go into the world of 5 senses. The cops, they get called on us sometimes. Remember what happened on Canada Day?
Oh, yes. Of course. Tell them what happened on Canada Day.
Well, we were telling people their credit card numbers, their PIN numbers, and, well, the crowd thought that maybe we could go on eBay and buy Steffi a nice dress.
I could buy my own dresses.
But we could.
But we wouldn't.
But we can.
And we would never.
But we could.
And we wouldn't.
Maybe on your credit card.
Mysterion.
Do you have a wallet on you, sir? May I borrow it for a second? How many people want to know his personal information? All right, so listen. All right, we got a credit card here. In fact, we know it's a TD card. She saw that.
Yes.
Now, very good for loaning that to me. Just realize something. There's a 3-digit number on the back in order to go online. Look at that number. Steffi, what number is it?
977.
Is that the number on the back of your card, sir? You bet it is. Give him a big round of applause, everyone. If I could have another item out of someone's pocket or bag, Steffi, close your eyes, turn away. Another one. Bring it on up, sir. Bring up the whole coot and caboodle. I would like your wallet, your entire wallet. Pass it on up. Come on right up to the front. Now, don't say anything.
Do you have something in your hand?
Interesting. Have you got what this is? Wait, you know, just think of where that's from. You know? Try.
I think it's a bank card. It's a Citibank card.
It is his Citibank card, folks. That's yours. Is that an American bank? It is an American bank. Okay, what's this?
That's his health card.
Well done. Keep looking at that. Concentrate on your name. I need you to put it in her mind, though.
You have a very interesting name. Salmon.
Is that your name, sir? Yes, it is. Concentrate on what that is.
That's his... There's a picture of him there. It's a different picture from the first one we saw.
Now, all right. You're right.
It's his driver's license. And there's a lot of numbers, and there's all sorts of numbers on this card. But there's one that's very significant to you, and that's 1990.
What year were you born, sir?
1990.
Thank you very much. And let's see what else is in this wallet. Oh, that's weird. Hey, Steph.
Yeah?
There's like a balloon wrapped in tin foil in his wallet.
Mysterion.
The hell is that? What can you tell us about that, Steffi?
Oh, wait. I sense this won't be used for very, very, very
sorry, Salmon.
long time.
She's always right. I like how he's ushering to get this back. The final thing in this wallet, if you could close your eyes, Steph.
You got it.
I'm just going to randomly pull something out. Try that. Send over what that is.
Oh, gee. Is that a Starbucks card?
Is that a Starbucks card? You bet it is, folks. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, Salmon.
We want a couple more things before our time wraps up. If somebody has a cell phone, if they can open up their cell phone and pull up an interesting photo.
Yes, please. The most common photos that we get are pictures of selfies, children, pets, and food. So we ask you to navigate away from those, but of course, you can pick anything.
Anything at all. No porn, guys. No porn. Somebody with a phone with a photo open, bring it on up, but don't show us what it is. Hide it against your chest. Come on up. Don't show her. You're allowed to show me. Now listen, sir, we got 2 phones being handed up. This here? Think of what that is, right? I don't want you to say anything, okay? Just...
Okay.
Yes.
It looks like some sort of animal, some sort of creature. It looks like a deer.
Concentrate. Now, Miss Kay, I need you to think of what's going on here.
Is it maybe the head? Or
It is in fact exactly that. So what would you describe this image of, sir?
A mounted deer.
What would you call that?
That's a mounted deer head.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly the image on the phone. You can go back. We're going to do 2 more images, yours and yours.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you got what this is?
There's faces
Try
there.
that.
There's two faces. Just
Let's make this happen. Keep looking at the image. Miss K, try. Not everyone would give me this. You realize that? You got that image in mind, Miss
yes,
K?
Miss Darion, I need you to think about what it is. I think is someone holding something?
Yes.
Is that maybe a gun of some sort?
It is.
But it's like fun. It's not like it's not like a gun. It's
That's correct.
It's a laser gun.
How many people?
There's two. There's two faces.
Sir, what would you describe this as?
It's the Ghostbusters virtual reality game where you're holding two guns and shooting lasers at ghosts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Steffi K. Let's have that final image on your phone.
Okay, I want you to think about what this is because I'm already starting to sense something that this has something.
This idea.
To do with. I want you to think of what this has to do with.
Concentrate. You got to think of what this is. You know, wait.
I think.
Wait. You realize I don't even know what that is.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
there's lots of white.
Yes, there is.
Whatever it is, it's almost like, I almost feel it's like 52 pickup, lots of cards.
That is correct.
Is this to do, like it's magic cards?
What, like Magic the Gathering cards?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Come here for a second, sir. They can't see what this is. Can you tell everyone what that photo is?
That's a deck list of Magic the Gathering.
Guys, Steffi, your thoughts are not safe from the incredible Steffi K. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterion.
And I'm Steffi K.
We are the Sentimentalists.
Thank you.
Keep it going for the Sentimentalists, guys. So that was amazing. I guess just tell us how you did that.
Steph, you want to tell them?
You want me to tell this whole room?
That'd be
Yes,
great.
well, she'll do it.
That would be great.
Well, we did it well.
There you
did it
go.
Very well.
It's true.
So you guys just got back from doing the Magic Castle in LA?
Yeah, we did 40 shows at the Magic Castle.
This
That's
year.
amazing.
Or
This
last year.
Last year. And
Has anybody here been to the Magic Castle? It's a invite only. You need to know a magician or somebody to get in, and they do the best magic shows in the world there.
Yeah.
And these guys just got back from there. How was it? What was your experience like?
Oh, it was incredible. Costanza loved us.
yeah, Jason Alexander was there, Dick Van Dyke.
Wow.
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman was
Yeah.
there. I actually went into the men's room and Pee Wee was next to me. I'm not even kidding. That's legit. He was right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Paul Rubens.
This place is magical.
Yeah. It was,
Do you guys have any shows coming up?
we do. We're actually heading back to LA next week.
Yeah, February 2nd till the 22nd, and then we'll be back. We're off the radar here for a while. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys will come
Big
back.
television project that you're all going to see on TV in the next little bit.
Look out for the
some fun
Sentimentalists. I hope you
stuff.
come back and do our show again.
We
as
would
well.
love to.
Love to.
Now you asked me to pick a photo.
Yeah, pull something off your phone. Let's see what we can do.
I got a picture
but,
on
but
my
hold
phone.
on a second. You have that photo on your phone?
I do.
We did not discuss this in advance.
We didn't.
I don't know what the photo is.
It's been freaking me out.
Okay, I'm going to write
since-
down what I think it is on this paper.
Okay.
Okay, show me the photo. But don't show Steffi. Right.
Should I show
Hold that
them?
against your chest.
Okay.
Hold that in your hand. Let's make this happen. Just think of what that is. Now, you know, people look at different things.
Okay.
Not everyone picks that. Yes.
A porcelain throne.
Tell me something about it. Try that.
Well, it's a silver throne.
Yeah, it could be.
It's a toilet.
Yes, it is.
Is that an image of a toilet?
It's an image of a toilet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't show us that in advance.
No, and I was freaking out. 'cause
And you've been holding this in your hand the whole time?
And
What does
you
that
wrote
say?
toilet
Ladies
on
and
it.
gentlemen, before he even gave us the
They
photo.
are the real deal, everybody. Give it up for the
Thank you.
Sentimentalists. Thank you so much. I have no idea how you did it. Mind blowing. You are. You guys are the best. Okay, are you guys ready for your next act? Well, we're bringing back Bunny. Give it up for Bunny.
Honey, often don't know where I am, and you're not to blame. You made the choice you had to make. Honey, we see each other less and less, it's true. I'm still crying over you. You tried your best to understand. But you cannot guide me by the hand. The love you gave to me taught me how good love can be. The love you gave to me. Honey, often don't know where I am, and you're not to blame. You made the choice you had to make. Now don't you worry, my heart will break. Ooh. Got a date at the city hall, scheduled just after 4. Don't forget your photo ID, they'll know you're you. They'll know I'm me, yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Now let's make it legitimate. Your mom don't want some bastard born. Now I'm getting up in the early morning. It's getting tough and I'm getting scared. Papa told me you're never really prepared. Yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Now let's make it legitimate. No one's gonna throw rice at us. They say the road that lies ahead is really tough, but I love my baby. And I love you, baby. Got a date at the city hall, scheduled just after 4. Don't forget your photo ID, they'll know you're you. They'll know I'm yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Yeah, we made it. Now let's make it. Now let's make it legitimate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Legitimate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Legitimate. Thank you.
Give it up for Bunny, everybody. You can check out, they have an amazing music video online. Look up Bunny music video. Go on YouTube. Look up Drew Smith. Look up Dan Werb. Very good musicians. Thank you very much, guys. You were great. Good buddies, too. Look at them hold each other. We are at the end of the show. We got your headliner coming up right now. Are you guys pumped? Okay. I like that. You are pumped, for reals. That's good. When I say this person's name, I need you guys to do double that because she deserves it and she's gonna make you guys love her even more. Give it up for Sara Hennessey!
Niggas got me hot. Everybody give it up for the DJ special! Oh my god, this guy's here. Get out! What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight? My name is Sara. I live up the street and like a 20-minute walk the other way. So if you need anything at all, let me know. I'm on it. Even if you just want to bounce some ideas off me, I'm game. Hey everybody, so I guess first of all, I'll start by saying that like my whole vibe is like, wow! Like, that's like who I am. I don't know what that's about, but like I'm just like, that's what like I'm bringing to the table tonight. It's just like, wow! And like lately I've been doing a little soul searching, being like, why am I like this? And I'm not quite sure why. I think it's because I'm a girl, so I'm all like, hey man, if you don't like me, that's on you. But I'll tell you, if I was a guy, I'd be doing this so differently. Like, I would have come out here so slowly, dragging my eyes half mass, you know what I mean? Not caring at all, and I would just grab the mic, I'd look at all of you, I'd be like, you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. And you'd be like, whoa, all right. I like this young man. But I'm a girl, so I'm like, who here needs a kiss on the lips? I know how. But if I was a guy, I'd be all like, I'm basically a gun. And you'd be like, all right. I want to defend this guy in the court of law. I'm gonna go back to school for him. It's really cool to be here. How's your winter going? Are you guys getting all your winter goals done? You guys hitting the slopes? Yeah? Hitting the slopes? Yeah. Hey, who here started knitting yet? I love seasonal goals. I'm a real seasonal gal. I think it's because I watch a lot of Gilmore Girls, so I feel the need to celebrate every season. I think only some people know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? It's like autumn. I'm like, la, 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 la. So we're in winter. I always put a lot of, pressure on myself to do seasonal things. Like in the summer, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna visit all the Great Lakes. And I say it every summer. You know what I mean? Don't you think that's a good thing to do in the summer? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to every single Great Lake. And people are like, cool goal. I'm like, I might even start a blog about it. But I'm gonna keep it private. And they're like, all right, what are you gonna do at the Great Lakes? And I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know what I would do. But then, you know, the season's over and I'm always like, oh no, I forgot to live my life. And I don't know what I would do if I got there though. I guess just like plunge my forearm into the water and be like, Huron! And then I'd dive in a car and be like, go, go, go! And they're like, wow! And then I'd go to the next lake and be like, Erie! And then I figure out the rest of the names on the way, I guess. I don't want to plan too much, you know what I mean? You gotta stay spontaneous. Are you guys scared that the Sentimentalists are also reading your mind right now? I'm like, don't say anything weird. Don't think anything perverted. It's not good, but it's also great. I made a list of my very favorite things. You guys ever do that to pass the time? I was thinking, and I think my very favorite thing in the whole wide world is when I spot somebody walking down the street with a to-go pizza. You know what I mean? I feel like there's nothing more heartwarming than that. And I don't know what it is. I guess it's because they're walking down the street trying so hard not to smile. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, right, man, I know you're pumped. I'm pumped for you. You're about to go home and have the best night of your life. And the best thing about somebody who's gotten a pickup pizza is the way that they have to hold it. Like, you can only hold a to-go pizza, like, upright in front of you, like you're about to present it to a king. Like, you can't put a full pizza in your backpack or, like, in your document satchel. Like, you can't run into somebody and be like, hey, man, I have a full pizza on me. Guess where? There's just no way. And there's something about somebody picking up a pizza. Like, it's very hunter and gatherer, you know what I mean? They probably called on the telephone and used their voice even. And they're like, is it for delivery? And they're like, nope, I'm gonna pick it up. And then they pick it up and they're like, I've done everything in the world for my family. It probably releases the same endorphins as it does when you're like, I don't know, climbing the top of Mount Everest. Like, I do what I want. And my favorite thing is they're going home and you know what's gonna happen as soon as they get home. They're gonna shut the door, they're gonna put down the pizza, take off their jacket over their head because they're so excited and just go, yeah! And I guess they might even eat the whole thing at once. Anybody here eat a full pizza tonight? You know what I mean? Treat yourself. You've had a shit week. Eat a full pizza. Or if you're responsible, save half for tomorrow. Do you know what's better than leftover pizza the next day? Nothing. Because you wake up in the morning, you're like, I don't know who I am or what I'm doing in this life, but I know what I'm having for lunch. And then you have to wait until high noon to eat it. So you're just walking around all day being like, what time is it? And they're like, 11:59. You're like, 59. You know what, screw it, I'm heating it up. And then the way you heat up pizza, I think, says a lot about you. You know what I mean? Some people just put it in the microwave. Sad. Floppy ploppins, you know what I mean? No thank you. Other people, preheat the oven. Wow, must be nice to have all day. You know, it's just their world, we're living in it. Me? Toaster. Sarah, what? Yeah, that's right. I like to put 2 little slices in the toaster and be like, wow. Word to the wise, or like, I guess a little trivia. I live with a roommate because my life is going backwards. So every time I put pizza in the toaster, I have to pretend it's the first time I've ever thought of it. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put it in the toaster because I think it's gonna be a lot faster. And she's like, I don't think that's a good idea. You're gonna ruin the toaster. I'm like, I have a feeling it's gonna be okay. I'm just really wild this way. And she's like, you're gonna get remnants on the grate. She's not wrong. I do. But it's worth it because it's like 1 minute goes by and it's like pop and it's crispy, it's crunchy, and everything's gonna be okay for about 60 seconds until I'm done honking it back. Right, guys? Look at this buttery sofa. You guys feeling this shit? I want to sit on it. I want to lay on it. I bet the last security guard here at night has a nice little lay down on that buttery sofa. Butterscotch. Has a butterscotch dream or two. So, anybody get married recently? Yep. Wow! I've gone to a couple weddings. Sarah, no, I won't stop showing off. I've gone to a couple weddings, and I have to say one of my favorite parts about a wedding is getting the invite in the mail. Isn't that a nice feeling? When do we ever get fun mail? And when do we ever get to see our name in cursive writing? They're not teaching cursive in school anymore, huh? They're like, no, they don't need it. And I'm like, that's sad. Remember when we learned cursive writing in school? Remember, it was like everything changed that year. You walk into class and you're like, what's going on? They're like, you can't use pencil anymore, only pens. And we're like, and then all of the letters were around the perimeter of the classroom. And you're like, ooh, what are all these letters? And you're like, A, okay, got it. B, looks normal. C, cool. D, what's going on? E, that's so strange. F, my body's changing. What's happening? Cursive letters. I don't know. And then, but if we keep using it, little kids, when we're really rickety, gray, and old, they'll be like, hey, mister, what's that you're writing down? You know, and we'll be like, it's my spells. But really, it's just a grocery list, and it says celery. He doesn't know, I just want to make a child cry. Let's have some fun. So, I went to a wedding, oh my God. Boy, did I stand back and look at that invite, though, on the fridge for days. I was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what? They put so much effort into an invite. Couples sit down and they look at each other and they're like, what's our invite's gonna be about? Seriously, what color scheme are we gonna select? What colors say who we are and what we wanna put into the world? I'll tell you what colors. Plum and gold. It was a real Crown Royal vibe happening on this wedding invite. I liked it, real. And they did that really cool thing where they didn't give me a +1. I'm like, all right, I guess we all want me to fall in love tonight. So I showed up, and everybody else got a +1, because I spent the entire night just putting my arms around couples' shoulders and being like, oh, what a night. What are you guys thinking about, your love or their love? And they're like, what are you talking about? We can't hear you over your sadness. I'm like, and they're like, it's blatant. But do you want to know what I did at this wedding? This is my hot tip of the century. Next time you guys go to a wedding, this is what you gotta do, because this is what I did. And don't tell anybody, because it's so sneaky. You guys want to hear about my sneaky wedding thing that you gotta try? Okay. You know the part of the wedding where they say, do you take so-and-so to be your person? You know that part? Vows? P.S. What happened to, does anybody here have a reason why these two should not be wed? Because I think it would be a really good time to be like, me! And everybody's like, oh! And I'm like, just kidding. This is a really great vibe in here. And everybody's like, this is a cool wedding. But anyways, vows. They did the vows and they said, do you take so-and-so to be your person forever? And at the exact moment that he said, I do, under my breath, I also went, I do. Just to see what it felt like to get married. And you wanna know what, guys? It felt pretty great. In fact, I'm lucky because they turned the tables pretty quick and asked the other person if they also would like to get married. And when they said, I do, I went, I do. Woo! Oh my God, everybody, let's hit the dance floor. I'm on heroin. Like, it felt good. And I think the best part about it is they have like no idea that I'm also married to them. They're walking around being like, you and me and you, and I'm like, me too, from behind a prickly pine tree. They're walking through life thinking, we're gonna die at the same time. And I'm 20 feet behind being like, I'm gonna time it out. Is that cool? Oh my God, this guy is on it. Me too. Are you single? Imagine, this is our origin story? Gross. So we're in like a place where they do different games. And do you know what they have here? VR. Have you guys tried it? Have you? Well, the future's now. My friend gave me a call and she's like, oh my God, I just tried VR. And I was like, what is it like? And she's like, I don't think you'd like it. And I was like, what? Why? Is it because I'm like so introspective and analytical, you know? And she's like, no, it's because you get car sick. And I was like, oh. And I think that exactly shows how I think people see me versus how they actually do. I'm always walking around being like, I am such a poet. Leaning against the wall dramatically, being like, oh my God, deep. Deep is the sea. And everybody's like, there's just barf all over that woman. I'm like, ooh. It's cool. I was on a plane a little while ago. I know, Sarah, get over yourself. No. I was on a plane, and the thing I like about being on a plane is like, people are always wondering what your deal is, you know? They're probably like, is she a frequent flyer? She looks confident in this scenario. So I got on the plane and I had a big book and I was like, ugh, you know, like, ugh, I'm just on a flight. It's no big deal because, well, it is a huge deal, but I'm an adult, so I gotta roll with it. So I had this book and I sat down and I just started reading it, like, ugh, whatever, you know, reading. And all I hear out of my peripheral hearing is, ma'am, 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 ma'am. And I was like, oh, what a book. And they're like, ma'am, 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 ma'am. And I was like, excellent. They're like, ma'am. And then I looked up, I was like, ah, me was ma'am. And I couldn't believe it. And I immediately was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, what did I do wrong? And they're like, ma'am, you're in the wrong seat. And I was like, ah, the wrong seat. I guess I just got on the plane and chose wherever. That's weird. I was too busy wondering what everybody thought my deal was that I just went ahead and grabbed any seat. And then everybody looked at me and they were like, sad. Sad, look at that woman. She doesn't even know how to read. And that book is so huge. It's grade 2 level to be able to identify letters and numbers. And she clearly can't do that because she sat in the wrong seat. I'm like, ooh. Also, ma'am. I got ma'amed hard, you know what I mean? And all I could think to myself is, wow, life really passes you by in the blink of an eye. It was just yesterday I was looking at a gaggle of old people and thinking, get 'em! But then, no. Now it is me who will be God. Old and gray. Ma'am. A divorcee who's not respected by her children. You know what, guys? I loved every minute of tonight. And I can't wait to get to know you guys on a one-on-one basis. Thank you. Let's bring back up Dan Galea.
Keep it going for Sara Hennessey, everybody. Sara, thank you for doing the show, buddy.
Oh my God.
Do you have any shows coming up you want people to know about?
Tomorrow I am at Niagara on the Lake, guys. If you have any old relatives or aunts, send them my way.
If you're in Niagara on the Lake and you want to check out Sara, go to Niagara on the Lake and do that. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. It's been a great, fun time. We're getting better every show, and we encourage you guys to come back the last Friday of every month. You can call in, reserve a good table, bring a group. It's going to be a different show every month. Next month we have headliner Tim Gilbert. We got Hoodoo Hersey. We got the Vesta Friends. We got Rodrigo Fernandez Stoll. And we got a special musical guest. And I'm not saying it's Chauclair, but it's probably Chauclair. And this is a free show. So if you want to see Chocolate for free, maybe next month is the time to do it. Thanks to everyone that was on this show. Let's give it up for everyone that was on this show. Bunny, Sara Hennessey. Thank you for Dan Tahmizian making the videos. Helder Brum, Becky Johnson, Kayla Lorette. Who else do we got? We don't want to leave anyone out. The Sentimentalists. We also got, there was someone else who did stand up, Keith Pedro. And we got lots more coming. Thank you so much. Make sure you tip your servers and come back. See you later.